Well, welcome everybody to a news happy hour special report in honor of the inauguration. I don't know if you saw any of this, Jonathan, but oh my
It's
God.
news ain't the only thing breaking. How about that?
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And normally, like on Fridays, we always like to put the happy in the news, right? But
Mhm.
today, unfortunately, we have to put the news in the happy.
That sounds a little too much like math for my brain to handle, like an equation.
Now, as it was
Um,
coming out of my mouth, that's what I thought too.
but we
But
definitely need some happy in this news.
and by Friday, we will for sure be ready for a cocktail. But today, it is one day after the inauguration. Everybody is sleeping off the fun of the inauguration balls. I'm sure those were an absolute blast.
I'm
He only
sorry,
had,
what
he
did
had
you say?
three of them. Inauguration balls.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. They have them at the very end of course, Inauguration Day. And they'll have, I think he had three of them. The most any president has ever had is 14. Bill Clinton had
I'm
14 balls.
I'm such a child. Okay, keep going.
We're not shocked by that at all, are we?
Nope. Nope.
No, we're not.
Nope. Hey, the most
Now,
any president had was 14. That's a lot of balls.
tough to beat. So here we are one day later, and he made a lot of promises throughout the campaign, all of these things that he was going to do on day one. And he has been a busy little orange bee because there's a huge list of stuff that he has signed. Have you heard about any of this? This stuff is scary.
I saw him signing some of it on the news, but it was hard for me to keep up with exactly what each of these things were. It sounded like a lot of them had to do with the border.
Well, you know what? I'll give you a little rundown.
Okay.
Okay. He has ordered a halt on the ban for TikTok. So TikTok has a 75-day reprieve. He signed an order that begins the process of withdrawing the United States from the Paris Climate Agreement.
What
That
is
sounds so
that?
brilliant. I think it's a bunch of nations working together to fight climate change.
Oh,
But, you
so
know,
we don't want to be a part of that?
I think that we should be a part of that. Um, oh, it gets worse. He signed an order to withdraw us from the World Health Organization. He signed an order to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
You know what? I heard about that.
Oh
And
my
and
God.
listen, I'm sorry. I'm okay with that.
Are ya?
I mean, what does it matter?
I need a
He,
drink.
but like, what does it matter?
It doesn't matter, but he wastes a lot of money renaming this crap when he is in office.
What kind
Like
of
he
money
did
does
with
that
Patrick
take?
Air Force Base right here in Brevard County, Florida, Central Florida.
Hmm.
Um, was Patrick Air Force Base. Now it's the Space Force Station.
What?
Yeah. So all the literature had to be changed, all the uniforms had to be changed, all the signage had to be changed, and now we got to do that with the Gulf of America.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't think about the documentation and the
Oh my God.
uniforms
The
and okay,
logistics of a name
fair
change
enough.
like that for what? That's important right now? I don't think it is.
It's not on the top of the priority list, but later, because I want to hear the rest of this list, but later I want to go back to Patrick Air Force Base is called the Space Force Station. I
Yes,
never knew that.
it is. It is. And you know what? They don't go into outer space from there. Just saying. Let's see. He has ended diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in the federal government. So all of those protections are going to be gone. He also signed an order demanding federal employees end remote work and get their butts back in the office. He has ordered that cartels be categorized as foreign terrorist organizations.
That sounds like a good thing.
That might be one I almost agree with. He's granted pardons for nearly 1,600 January 6th rioters.
Hmm.
He plans to declare a national energy emergency so that he can repeal all regulations on fossil fuels emissions and oil drilling. In his words, drill, baby, drill.
Yeah, yeah. So in other words, he doesn't want to focus on any green technology. He wants
No.
everything to go back to the way it
Yes.
was.
Yes.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't know about that either. Doesn't sound smart. Expanding and restoring the death penalty in the US, making that a federal punishment, specifically in cases of undocumented immigrants. Thank you
Oh,
for coming and helping us with California. Now we have to talk.
oh
He
no.
signed an order, and this one, a lot of people are pissed off about this. Signed an order ending birthright citizenship to those born in the US.
Okay,
Like
so
to
so
point out that that's a direct contradiction with the 14th Amendment of the Constitution.
let me look up number 14. I mean, do you know it by heart?
I believe it's that if you're born in this country, you are a citizen. If you
So,
were born
so
on
it's
the
exactly
soil.
that.
I
14th
mean,
Amendment to the
ridiculous.
Constitution. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States.
There you go. But he wants to get rid of that. Here's another one that's really pissing people off. He's declared that the government will only recognize two non changeable sexes.
Okay.
As you know, there's a lot of gray area in that topic these days.
Yes, but yes.
Then, of course, the dozen or so executive orders that are going to be dealing with border security
Okay.
and immigration. Apparently, there is about a dozen of those. He has ordered the establishment of the Department of Government Efficiency. I think his buddy Elon Musk is going to be heading that up.
Oh, yeah, I heard he has an office in the White House and everything.
Yeah. Did you see how he was like saying goodbye to some? He was giving an announcement or some speech to a huge crowd, and he totally did the Heil Hitler
Oh,
maneuver
oh, yes,
two
I
times
did.
in a row. That means it's not an accident.
I
Just saying.
did see that. And
Oh,
I mean, he's not only the richest man in the world. In fact, I think he's the richest man in the world because supposedly he's the smartest man in the
oh, I
world,
don't think
right?
that's it.
No?
There was
Okay.
some twisted accident of fate somewhere.
Fair enough. That makes more sense because when I saw him do that, I thought there's no way that he could be up there thinking, this is the best move I can make right now.
I don't understand it.
And then once he does it once, like maybe he's trying to say like, I'm with you. My heart goes out to you. Maybe it was one of those. But after he does it, I would think that he'd go, not a good idea. But then he turns
John
around and does it
Stewart,
again.
John Stewart was like, is he dabbing or something?
Oh,
But no, he was not.
do you think he really, I mean, what do you think that was, Steph?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that, he's bringing a little Hitler into the inauguration. I don't know. Was it during that event?
I only saw the clip like on YouTube, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, it might have been before it. I don't know. All I know
But
is you don't do something like that.
he also rescinded 78 Biden era executive orders, actions, and memoranda, one being the Inflation Reduction Act, their regulation on prescription drug prices. We don't need that. So he got rid of that. So, people, if that is making you cry, we've got the perfect shirt for you to express in a simple yet powerful way how this shit makes you feel.
It,
Because George is crying and so am I.
he's not just crying. He's crying blood. And
The blood of democracy.
there you go. There you go. I wanted to see Trump inaugurated and then make a better go at it this time. And after hearing about these things, it's like, man, is it might be worse this time around.
it's very scary so far, and he was planning for this now, so it's really really bad, really bad. Now the T-shirt that you see behind us, guys, is something that was inspired by this only the beginning of this new administration. So follow the link over to our Etsy shop, and you can check that out, as well as all the other merchandise that we have there.
And you know what's great about it, about this shirt? You can wear it when people see it, it's going to strike up a conversation. Everybody
Really, I think
recognize
you could dress it up, dress it down. I really
could.
think like a black jacket with that underneath it would look pretty cool.
Absolutely.
The eye just coming right out. I think that would be
And I think
very
people will get it
impactful.
because there's no text on there that says like, screw you, Trump or whatever. There's nothing like
No,
that.
no.
It's
It
subtle.
just says Inauguration Day 2025. So it is a commemorative t-shirt
Absolutely.
for the beginning of who the fuck knows what, honestly. Oh, man.
But
Oh,
it's not hateful. The shirt's not hateful, but
no.
it's allowing you to express that there is a problem here and you want to be part of the solution and you're hurt by what's happening, just as George would be if he were
And they're
around.
rolling over in their grave, our founding fathers are, with a
Oh,
little tear blood.
man.
So,
So
in the words of Betty Davis, hold on. It's going to be a bumpy night. No, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
get them while your dollar is still worth something.
Yeah, really. And we only these are only $20, these shirts. We're not trying to get rich. We're just trying to
Yeah.
make a statement.
Right, right. We're not accepting Dogecoin.
No,
Okay.
sorry.
So, no.
Sorry. Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, we will meet you right back here on Friday. So enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you then.